I do have a few sewing regrets. One is buying the wrong fabric for shirts or for anything. When I see a shirt length about 2.5, 3 meters in a charity shop, I have to buy it. My heart skips a beat and I have to buy it. And even if it's not great, I think, oh well, by the time I put it together, it's going to look wonderful. And sometimes it just isn't. It isn't wonderful. There are 3 shirts I've made that are pretty awful. 2 weren't too bad as it turned out, and someone wanted them, so I gave them to them. The 3rd one was a bit too busy. So I got it from the charity shop and as fabric and returned it as a shirt. So I hope someone enjoys it. The other thing I bought is a template for making scrap quilts, and I thought, oh, this would be a good idea. It was in about 5 pieces or something, and I cut some out and I put them together, and the trouble is that they weren't crazy because they were all the same, so it didn't really work out. It looked a bit dull to have the same pieces over and over again, unlike an interesting scrap quilt. And another failure was one of my early quilts. It was a grey thing. It was a really dismal looking quilt. I didn't finish it. I don't know what I do with these things when I don't finish with them. Maybe I just send them off to a charity shop for them to be someone else's problem. I did the same thing with an orange quilt I made. It isn't so bad in retrospect, but I really didn't want it, didn't like it in the end, so I scrapped it. And I also bought small pieces of fairly unattractive fabric. Apparently it's quite alright to say ugly fabrics these days. There's a group of people who do things with ugly fabrics. It seems like my idea of dealing with these things is to throw some plain fabric at it and see if it can calm it down a bit. It doesn't really work, unfortunately. And the worst thing I've ever done is a hex quilt I made. It's a beautiful quilt, I love it, but I made a terrible hash of the backing with it. It was too light, and I didn't put any wadding in it, so it really didn't work too well. But I think I've got a way of sorting it out. I hope so. This is one of the worst things I've ever done, I think. It's very sad because it's a nice quilt, but I still think I've got a way of saving it. It's pretty big. I like the colours in it very much, but I made a hash of the back of it. Total mess. Well, anyway, that's my lot for today. It's a very pleasant day. I hope everyone in America had a great Thanksgiving, and thanks for watching. Bye.